if as a man, right, if they remove all your money, all the assets you have, and your wife or your girlfriend looks at you and she finds nothing attractive in you, not your physical looks, not your charisma, not the fact that you're funny, not your confidence, not your personality, nothing. Like, as they come out that money, you did like shaft. Like, there's literally nothing that she finds attractive. Then that's not the woman you want to be with. Okay, this is my entry for the second round of the Don Jazzy Shorts Challenge. From a very young age, men begin to understand that in the society, for a man to be respected, he has to make a certain amount of money. He doesn't have to be rich, but you have to be pretty comfortable to be respected in the society. So from a very young age, we begin to understand that men are success objects at the end of the day, right? So if you can't make something of yourself, you're not really going to be regarded as much. That is just the sad reality that every man has to understand. So for this reason, we begin to work hard from a very young age, be it in school, in order to get a very good job when you graduate or start a good business. Like, we just have it at the back of our minds that, if you don't make them, right? If you don't hustle, if you don't make money, nobody will rate you and nobody's going to save you. Now, that notwithstanding, not every man is going to end up being successful. That's just the sad truth. So these men, at the end of the day, are still going to end up in relationships and in marriages. So in this video, what I want to talk about is the advantages and the dangers of getting married when you are rich, and the advantages and dangers of getting married when you are broke. So keep watching. Now, the first one, getting married when you are rich. Now, like I said in the beginning, the blueprints most men are given or are taught is that all you have to do is make money, right? Ignore women. Make money, then use that money to attract women. That's what men, like, in general, that's what men are taught. Even if it's not verbally told to us, mass media, social media, that's what it teaches men to do. Make money, carry on, attract women. That's just like, that's the blueprint. Now, the advantage of living this way is that if you eventually find a girl, right, or when you eventually find a girl or a wife, you guys are going to be pretty comfortable. You go feel afford anything. Maybe say you need, maybe say she need. If you're not born picking, maybe say the children need. Like, you'll be able to provide all those things for them, right? So, like, technically, life is supposed to be smooth. But the disadvantage that comes with living like this is, even though the fact that you're rich, you're going to be able to attract 10 times more girls than you could, 10 times more women than you could when you were broke. 98% of them are technically going to be gold diggers. I'm saying technically because at the end of the day, right, at the end of the day, one thing successful men have to internalize is that it is going to be very difficult to find a woman that likes you more than your money. I don't know if I'm putting it well. A woman that sees you more than a walking ATM machine. Once you become successful, it becomes 10 times more difficult to find one. Nobody say they know they're day, but the number of gold diggers that will be approaching you, you're not going to find that one where you say, okay, this girl actually likes me. And this is a big reason why a lot of male celebrities don't get married. You see them with multiple baby mamas and you think it's because they are loose or it's because options plenty. That might be a reason, right? But another very big reason is that they have come to understand that as I did like this, as I don't blow like this, most likely any girl I say I want to get married to, it's only going to be getting married to me because of what I have. That's just it. They've come to understand that. Now, the truth is, not every man wants to get married. Some men are good with making a lot of money and just sleeping around. But I'm making this video now for men who want to become successful and then also want to have successful marriages as well. One more disadvantage that comes with living like this is when you ignore women, like your entire 20s and early 30s, you're ignoring women because you're working for your money. When you eventually decide to settle down, you are not going to have dating experience. You won't understand female nature. You won't understand female sexual dynamics, right? So you could be in a relationship with all the money in the world and it could still crash. You could still be with a woman who doesn't find you attractive because you still don't understand female dynamics, female nature. Do you understand? The experiences you could have had in your 20s, you halted them because of your success and your business. And now the lack of experience is affecting your marriage. You see this with so many sportsmen, like all these NBA players and football players that like the entire 20s and early teens, they've been the work, they've been the grind. They didn't have any time for women. And then they get married and they are lost. Babes, they use their head. They don't understand sexual dynamics basically. And things are messed up, even with all the money they have. Now, I'm not saying a girl shouldn't want a man who is comfortable or a man who has the potential to be rich. No wahala, it's fine, that they want that. There's nothing wrong. The problem is, if as a man, right, if they remove all your money, all the assets you have, and your wife or your girlfriend looks at you and she finds nothing attractive in you, not your physical looks, not your charisma, not the fact that you're funny, not your confidence, not your personality, nothing. Like, as they come out that money, you did like shaft. Like, there's literally nothing that she finds attractive. Then that's not the woman you want to be with. That's my point. Now, number 2, getting married when you are broke. Now, we have the second set of guys who either they didn't try to work hard when they were younger, or they worked very hard. Like, they did everything they could do, but life happened to them. You know, Nigeria happened to them, and they ended up not being comfortable. I keep saying rich and successful. I don't mean Don Jazzy rich. I mean, like, being able to provide for yourself and your wife and your kids. Like, that's what I mean by rich right now. I'm not talking of risky type of rich. Now, these men go ahead to borrow money from their family and from their friends because time is going, you know. And because of all the societal advice of just get married, you don't know whether your money go date that marriage, you don't know whether now your wife go bless you, that kind of thing. Bad advice. Very bad advice. But because of advice like that, they end up getting married. Abi? And after 5 years of suffering, when the woman don't tire, after years of marriage, she go start to cheat. If you say your 2 children safe, no be your own, you know, she begins to withhold S3X, you know, so many things can happen in marriages like this. And these men then begin to complain when they are actually at fault. When they didn't face reality, they lived in a fantasy world, and now they're in this very awful situation. Now, the truth is, you don't need money for love to exist, but you cannot completely love without money. You can't love properly without money. That's just the truth. You really can't. Like, if I tell my girlfriend, for example, or my wife, I love you so much, Abi, and she never chopped for 2 days, you get. Since I love her, I don't want her to be hungry, Abi. And to fix that hunger, I need to give her food. And to give her food, I need to have money to buy food. If I don't have money, then I cannot love her. Do you understand what I'm saying? She's hungry. I love you. But I'm hungry. I know if you give her food. Do you get? I love her. And I... See, just make money. Just make money. It's hard, but just understand that it's very important to, like, be financially stable. You don't have to be rich, but be stable. A caveman supposedly will go out. He will leave his wife and his children in the cave. He will go out. He will hunt for animals, meat, and fetch water and take it back to that cave. They will cook the animal and they will eat. Do you understand? That's how he shows love, that provisional type of love. Nowadays, men feel like you can skip that part. Like, at the end of the day, no, you can't be thinking like that as a man. You honestly can't. Provisional love is still important. Do you understand? It's still very important. Now, I'm not saying girls should only go for the richest man out there, or if you never blow, you know, fit date, or you never marry. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, until you have a step-by-step concrete plan on being comfortable, on making a good amount of money, until you have that potential to be rich, don't get into a marriage, man. Stay on your own. Like, honestly, stay on your own. Don't get into a marriage. Whatever advice they give you is bullshit. Stay on your own. Make a tangible amount of money before you resume marriage safe. Also, in the beginning, I said I was going to give advantages and disadvantages of both. But getting married broke no get any advantage. Now, if you ask me, the most ideal situation would be while you're hustling and you're trying to, you know, become successful. If you found a girl, or a girl found you, anyone, a girl who actually likes you, but she also sees the potential for you to be rich eventually, or for you to be comfortable, right? But even before you're there, she's by your side. If you find a girl like that, and you guys can grow together for maybe 1, 2, 3 years, Abi, when you then want to get married and you choose her, there'll be no doubt in your mind that, oh, this girl actually likes me. Do you understand what I'm saying? There'll be no doubt in your mind that if push comes to shove, if things get bad, she's by my side until I get things rolling again. That's like the best case scenario for any man. But, you know, life doesn't always work out like that. You know, you're not always going to find the best case scenario. That's just what it is. I just hope this video helps clarify the consequences of getting married rich or getting married broke. Because at the end of the day, there's a lot of dating advice out there, but nobody tells you the consequences of living a particular type of way. You know, they can just advise you, make money, hustle, but then nobody's telling you the consequences of that advice they're giving you, you know. So that's just what it is. Nobody wants to be a walking ATM machine no more. I'm telling you, man. Nobody wants to feel like they're being used. So that's just what it is. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel and you like more dating related content like this, definitely hit the subscribe button. This is my entry for the second round of the Don Jazzy Shorts Challenge. Hopefully Don Jazzy sees this and likes it. Also, if you guys want to suggest more dating related videos for me, just click on the third link in the description. That's my Instagram handle. Follow me and DM me, and I'll probably make a video about it in the future. Thank you for watching. It go be.